Howdy. So it is December 10th, 2024. So just a quick, little quick video about these prefab garden sheds. So this one did come, it was primed on the exterior. So I've put a coat of paint on there now. And I am building this in the winter, obviously. So now I'm painting it, and just a point, hindsight, had I thought it through, because this 2x4 here is screwed down from the other side right to this exterior panel, and I can't get paint under there now. I know for most people they probably would not really care. I mean, it's not like I'm going to pull it off and paint underneath there now. But had I thought it through a little more from the beginning, I would have painted these panels, at least get the first coat on. Because this is just the first coat, because I'm going to assemble this. It's going to be winter. It's going to be cold outside. I don't know if I'm going to be able to paint it. And I was a little concerned that the primer isn't going to handle the weather. Like, I don't know if it soaks up rain or not. But anyways, so we've got the back panel done. The right wall, the left wall is up front here. I still have to make the front wall. So anyways, just something to think about if you're thinking about buying one of these prefab garden sheds. I mean, everything is pretty good so far. No complaints. Just getting a coat of paint on so it'll get to the spring, and then we can add whatever, a coat or two, freshen it up. So yeah, bit of a pain in the ass. I was hoping I could just lay the panels down on the floor and paint them all, but these guys here, these guys, this guy, none of these guys would let me paint this and leave it on the floor without walking on it, and I can't have cats walking on wet paint and licking their feet. So as soon as I'm fighting them off to get this side painted, got it done, had to stand it up right away. There'll be a line in there, we'll dress that up later, big deal. But wow. Anyways, they got a fresh coat of paint on them. It'll dry up overnight. I can move them back out into the tent, finish the front wall. I gotta have to paint it too, obviously. And then build the roof trusses and get this job another step closer to completion. It's been a while. But anyways, I'm in no rush. And hey, if you are on solar and you need to keep these batteries running, a good idea about if you're on solar, like these JBLs, I think they're 100s. They have a lithium battery in them each. They sync right up, Bluetooth. And they're not plugged in. They don't need to be. But they run easy, like 8 hours. Like if you're going to crank them, you might get, 5 or 6. But if you're just lightly playing some music, you don't need nothing more than a phone. I don't have to turn on like my computer and monitor and all that stuff. You can just hook your phone up, and you got like 8 hours of gliding tunes. I'd like to play tunes, but apparently you're not allowed unless you get the licenses or pay for the licenses. I don't know. We'll get into that. I'll figure that out later. But definitely, solar people, get some good JBL battery speakers. Those batteries are awesome because you can crank them for like 5 hours solid, which is a pretty long time. And the sound coming out of them is awesome. But anyways, that's just a side note. So anyways, like I said, think it through. Whether you want to paint your panels, get at least your first coat. I would do it right out of the box, just like we did our floorboards. Waterproofed them before we put them down. So, yeah, most people probably won't really care. Because, yeah, I get it. Anyways, good night, all.